Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome one more time to DeFi Daily. In this video, I'm going to show you my latest DeFi strategy with compound interest, and that is making me earn more than $2,000 every month. Make sure you watch the video until the end, as I'm going to be teaching you how to execute the strategy step by step. Before going into the platforms and show you the steps to replicate this compound interest strategy, I would like to spend some time explaining you the theory that is behind it and how we will ensure to maximize our gains and reduce the risk as much as possible. To me, the key of this strategy is that the tokens that we use to farm and generate the profits are actually some of the strongest cryptocurrencies and also the ones with the lowest volatility possible. I use Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quick, Matic, and stablecoins like USDC, USDT, and DAI. All of these tokens are part of my long-term holding portfolio. And as part of this strategy, like I mentioned, all of these tokens are then invested in yield farming projects. In this case, Kavian, Stadium Arcadium, and Polypup Layer 1 and Layer 2. I've chosen these projects because of their security, the team behind, and the very good APRs and APYs that they are offering. And guys, remember, before you replicate this strategy or any strategy in the cryptocurrency world, make sure that you understand it and do your own research before putting your money at risk. Okay, so first step, you stake your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Matic, your stable coins in the farms and the pools of each of these protocols, Kavian, Stadium Arcadium, and Polypup. You're gonna be paid in their native token, which is Kavian as well, My Friends, Stadium Arcadium, Ball, and Bone. These tokens are volatile. They change price constantly, and therefore, my strategy is to swap them as soon as I harvest the benefit into Matic. In that way, I am investing all my benefits into a token that I think it's more stable in the long term. The next step is to swap your Matic for WMatic, and you're gonna reinvest WMatic and USDC into a farm. The farm that I've selected in this case is BoneSwap. BoneSwap, it's a very solid project that has multiple yield farming protocols across multiple blockchains. The WMatic USDC farm in BoneSwap is gonna pay us in their native token Bone. And again, because this is a volatile token, what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap it for WMatic and we're gonna reinvest it into the Matic USDC farm. So guys, as you can see, all the benefits from here, I transform them to Matic, I invest them, and then this generates even more profit that I reinvest again. This becomes a cycle, and this is how we maximize our compound interest. Before I show you step by step how I execute this strategy, I'm going to show you my portfolio so that you can see exactly where I am investing and how my benefits look like. Like I explained before, I am investing in Polypup, Stadium Arcadium, and Kavian, 3 great projects in the Polygon network. Here you can see my portfolio. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit so that you can see it better. Right now, I have invested in 15 pools and farms across these 3 platforms. As mentioned before, and you can see in column K, I have my money invested using coins that I think are very solid, like Bitcoin, Matic, Ethereum, or stablecoins. The only exception is the Kavian WMatic pair. And this is because I think Kavian, it's a coin that has a lot of potential. They have been performing very well. And again, guys, this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion. Now, I am investing right now at an average of 679% APR, which is incredibly good. My current investment in these 3 platforms, it's about $8,839, guys. And yesterday, I made $76 in profit. Today, we will repeat the same strategy. I will show you how I collect the benefits and then how I reinvest them. But I am thinking that I will probably be earning a similar amount to what I earned yesterday. If we multiply that times 30 days in a month, I am right now making more than $2,000 every month just from my investment in these 3 platforms, which is very, very good. And if you would multiply that times 12 months, you would be making in a year more than $27,000 with an initial investment of $8,000. As you can see, guys, the magic of compound interest is very, very powerful. If you guys are enjoying the video and learning something new, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also follow us on social media in Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So in the farm menu of Kavian, what we're going to do first is to collect all the benefits that we've generated. And yes, guys, what you see in the top right corner is correct. We've generated $50 in 1 day of benefit. We've generated benefits from the Kavian W-Matic pool. We have also money invested in W-Matic USDC, and we have money invested in Link Quick. As you can see, I am generating 2,500% APR per year, and this has been already for almost 4 days, and 1,000% in W-Matic USDC, and 6,000% in my Kavian W-Matic. You have two options to harvest. The first one is to harvest all here, which is what I recommend because you're going to spend less transaction fees. Or what you could do is you could harvest each pool individually. But like we said before, it makes no sense. It is better that you do the harvest all at the same time. You will click on harvest and then you would approve the transaction using your MetaMask. So once the harvest is completed, you will see that you won't have any more Kavian pending to harvest. So the next step is going to be to sell part of those Kavian, and you're going to do it by clicking buy Kavian. It will direct you to QuickSwap, and in QuickSwap we would do the exchange. My strategy in the case of Kavian, because the token has been performing extremely well. When I entered, the token was around $9, now it's $12. So I am very happy with how the token has been performing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change only 2 Kavian to Matic, and I will keep the other half and reinvest it to generate compound interest using Kavian. So we will confirm the swap. As you could see live, our Kavian was reduced because we sold it for Matic. So the transaction was approved in QuickSwap. And what we're going to do now is we're going to reinvest this 1.62 Kavian in the Kavian W-Matic pool. So we're going to invest 20 Kavian and 20 Matic to generate compound interest. How you're going to do that? The first thing you need to do is you need to get W-Matic. So what you're going to do is you're going to use QuickSwap to buy your W-Matic, or actually to wrap your Matic to get W-Matic. That's very easy. You click here, you write W-Matic. Because we're going to provide liquidity, we need half of the money to be in Kavian and half of the money to be in Matic. So we need approximately $20, which is roughly 15 Matic. So we're going to wrap our Matic to W-Matic. Once we get our W-Matic, what you need to do is to get liquidity in Kavian W-Matic. So you will click here. Once you get into this screen, it automatically will add Kavian. What we need to do is add W-Matic, and we're going to provide liquidity to this pair. So you're going to click max in your Kavian so that we invest all our Kavian, and automatically it's going to calculate how much W-Matic we need to have a 50-50 investment. We click supply, confirm supply. Okay, so once the transaction is confirmed, you should have your liquidity available. You click plus, you have here the balance of your liquidity. You should click max and you confirm. Once the stake is confirmed, you will get this message saying that your stake was successful. And now we can see that our pool is updated and we have invested 6.17 Kavian W-Matic LP. And now that we've finished with Kavian, let's go with Stadium Arcadium. Guys, this is the layer 2 of Poly Wants a Cracker, one of the most successful projects in the Polygon network so far in terms of yield farming. The team is great. I really like the concept. It's rock bands. The first one was Nirvana. This one is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Great user interface, great tokenomics. Definitely a very, very good and solid project to invest in. As I've mentioned, I am also farming in this project. I've been farming already for 8 days. I was able to get my investment back in about 2 or 3 days. So since then, I'm only making additional benefits to my initial investment. In this case, I've invested in W Ethereum USDC. Right now, the APR is still quite good at 88%. The first days, it was around 400%. So I'm going to collect my benefits. I'm going to collect now on DAI USDT. Here, the APR, it's at 91%, which is great considering that we're talking about stable coins. And I have about 1.85 Arcadium to collect and about 0.08874 my friends in this pool. They have two different tokens that they are paying as a reward for this farm. So let's collect them. And I recommend that you change the gas limit in this case, because the recommended gas limit that they've set automatically is a little bit high. So I am doing it for around a little bit less than 1 cent. Once it is completed, you will see here that I have already harvested what I had, and it's going to be now in my wallet. I'm going to go to the pool menu, and I'm going to also collect the rewards from the pool. In this case, I had invested in Bitcoin. So I have my Bitcoins generating an 87% APR. This is, in 1 year, I'm almost doubling the amount of Bitcoin that I have here. I also hit here and harvest the benefit. And again, we will do compound interest. So the same strategy as we've been doing in other projects, we get the benefits in the native token of the project, my friend and Arcadium, and we will sell it to Matic to then reinvest it and generate compound interest. We can see that the collection was successful, and we will collect now Matic, that as you can see we've also invested, and we have 1.103 Arcadium and 0.05265, my friends. This means that I am generating almost $4 to $5 of benefit in 1 day in a pool of $454 invested, which is absolutely great. So you click on harvest, and again we will set the gas fee a little bit lower to approximately a little bit less than 1 cent, and we confirm. Now that we have collected all the benefits, we will click on trade, and we will exchange my friends and exchange Arcadium using QuickSwap to do the compound interest strategy. And like we mentioned, we're going to change it to Matic, and then we will use that Matic to reinvest them in other pools. And like we've been doing in other videos, we select all my friends and we swap it for Matic. As you can see, I am cashing out 3.83 Matic, which is almost $5.50. Very good profit for 1 day. We confirm. And we will do the same for Arcadium. Okay, so now it's time to harvest the benefits from Polypup. In this case, we're going to start by harvesting the benefits from the layer 2. This is a project that I have been investing in for more than a month, and the benefits and the results have been very positive. So we're going to go to the pool section, and in the pool section, if you click on the staked only, we will see that we have money staked on Bitcoin, DAI, and USDT. Instead of harvesting them individual, we're going to harvest all the benefit at the same time in the home button by clicking on harvest. And as you can see, we have more than $6 to harvest from the profits of yesterday and today. There we go. Remember, a token that has a good social media and a team that is constantly active, usually it's a project that can have a good success. Polypup has always been very active, and as you can see in their Twitter, they are going to be launching their layer 4 token. This means a new project that will probably start with very high APRs and APYs, and it's very important that we enter the first ones. So I'm going to make sure to bring to you the video as soon as the project launches. Once the transactions are confirmed, you will see the bone in your wallet, and what you need to do is you need to click on trade, exchange, and we're going to be able to exchange our tokens using QuickSwap. And again, following our compound strategy, we're going to swap all our bone into Matic. We swap, we confirm the swap, and we accept the transaction in MetaMask. And this is the same procedure that we're going to be following for all of our tokens and our farm projects. Now we're going to harvest the benefits from Polypup layer 3. In this case is the benefit from Ball. And we're going to follow exactly the same process that we did for Bone. While the transaction gets confirmed, let me show you. I have my money staked in the farms. So Mimatic USDC and DAI USDC, which are both stable coins and still giving a very good reward. 60% and almost 50% APR, which is absolutely great. And now, once again, once the benefits are already in your wallet, what we're going to do is we're going to swap it for Matic. And we will go to, in this case, 1inch to do it. 1inch is also a great network. I prefer it because it has lower fees than QuickSwap. So make sure that always when you're going to swap between tokens, you check the fees that are going to be charged in one or another. In this case, we select Ball, we select the maximum, and we're going to change it for Matic. There we go. As you can see, we're going to receive almost $6, and the transaction cost is going to be very, very low. We click on swap, we confirm. Now that the transaction is completed, we will be able to see all the Matic that we've harvested in our wallet. We've been able to collect 35.27 Matic, which is $43 only in one day. Apart from that, remember that we also kept some of the Kavian to reinvest them directly, so we didn't exchange that to Matic. It was around $28. So we are talking about close to $70 in profit in one day. Okay, so if we go back to the strategy that I was explaining you at the beginning of the video, what we've done in this video so far is collecting all the benefits from the farms, and we've swapped all to Matic, all the benefits into Matic. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna reinvest those Matic in a Matic USDC pool, like I explained. And for that, we're gonna go to BoneSwap. The farm that I've chosen in BoneSwap is the WMatic USDC. The good thing is the deposit fee is 0, so we can invest here without getting charged with any kind of fee. And the APR is very good. It's almost 50%. As you can see, I have almost $200 staked in this farm, which is all benefits from other projects. I have already generated almost $2 of benefit, which is very, very good. And we're gonna harvest it so that we can also reinvest it. Perfect. And once the transaction is confirmed, we need to swap our bones to Matic again so that we can reinvest it like Matic. For that, we're gonna click on trade, and we're gonna exchange it using QuickSwap once more. And on QuickSwap, we do the same. We exchange our bone for Matic. We swap, confirm the swap, and accept on MetaMask. So as you can see, like I explained in my strategy, all the benefits that we're generating in this pool, we are reinvesting them again in the same pool to ensure that we follow the compound interest strategy and all the benefits generated are reinvested. And before we can reinvest all of our benefits in Matic, we will need to exchange them into Matic. We need to swap. What we're gonna do is we're gonna trade, and we're gonna go to QuickSwap Trade. In QuickSwap Trade, we're gonna choose WMatic, and we're gonna exchange all of our Matic. Well, in this case, I'm always gonna keep one Matic to pay gas fees, and we're gonna wrap them into WMatic and confirm the transaction. Once we have swapped all our Matic into WMatic, the next step is gonna be to provide liquidity. In this case, we're gonna provide liquidity in WMatic USDC by clicking on this button. We're going to be redirected to the BoneSwap DEX, where we will going to be able to provide liquidity. In this case, USDC WMatic. In this case, I had USDC available in my wallet to be able to provide liquidity. If you don't have, there is two options. You can either get USDC in any exchange, or you can even sell half of your Matic for USDC and invest 50 and 50%. So to invest, we will click max in our WMatic, and we will click supply and confirm the transaction. Once the transaction is completed, you're going to be able to see your LP tokens, the liquidity that you have provided in this menu. As you can see, we've provided $52 in USDC and $37 in WMATIC. This means about $100 in liquidity. Now let's go back to stake and reinvest these LP tokens to generate benefit. And now we go back to the farm menu in order to stake the LP tokens. In that way, we're going to reinvest all the profits and start generating compound interest. We click on plus, we click maximum, and we confirm the transaction to make sure that all the benefits that we generated today start generating even more profits. With that, the cycle is complete. We have reinvested all of our benefits into this pool where we have almost $300 that have been generated only through passive income, only through compound interest. And this will continue growing and growing. Back to the theoretical strategy, you can see that we follow all of these steps. The tokens that we have invested, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and stablecoins, are generating us a passive continuous income in the form of tokens from the different yield farm protocols. What we're doing is we're selling them and swapping them into Matic, and this Matic we are reinvesting them again into a farm Matic USDC at a 50% APR. This is generating us, again, more interest in the form of Bone, which we are selling into Matic and we are reinvesting. With this, we are generating a cycle of continuous benefit, continuous profit, and compound interest. Finally, I have updated the Excel with the benefits of today. As you can see, guys, we made almost $74 only by collecting benefits from these 3 yield farming projects. This means if we would continue this strategy on a daily basis, we would be generating almost $2,220 in monthly profit, which means a yearly profit of close to $27,000, which is very, very, very good. And with this, guys, we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you learned something new. I hope you're ready to start investing in DeFi, making these crazy profits. If you have any question, feel free to drop a comment. I'll make sure that I take time to answer each and every one of your comments. You can also contact us on social media, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and we will continue bringing you the best DeFi projects. See you next time on DeFi Daily. Bye bye.